are the VEX robotics kits and the Easy C program. Materials that can be used for making the projects are programming kits and other materials.
He says 2 ways the students can improve are being more resourceful and creative. The most difficult thing about robotics are finding concepts that will work with what the students are trying to do. Their next competition will be set up with around 20 different events with what the student wanted to do. O'Connor says robotics will challenge you to think creatively and do problem solving.
The class is working to compete in the Science Olympiad. O'Connor has been in the Science Olympiad for 4 years, and for the next competition, Kansas Best contacted asking. Another activity in Canton Galva is Scholars Bowl for junior high and high school. Ms. Bergmeyer is a junior high coach, and this is her first year coaching high school. Her most important advice is to just have fun. She has been a Scholars Bowl teacher at middle school for about 15 years. We are going to host one junior high competition. There is no limit on how many junior high can participate. 6 people are needed.
Every student will have a chance to go to a meet. Students need about 3 or 4 practices in before the first meet.
There are about 21 high schools joining. Bergmeyer's favorite thing about Scholars Bowl is competitions are fun and can be very intense. Canton Galva will compete against 20
Hello,
schools.
I'm Jameson Nichols reporting for CG News. I'm reporting on the FCCLA Leadership Conference, which was hosted Wednesday, October 18th.
I am also a member of FCCLA, and I attended the conference.
We also had a speaker who talked about poverty in our other countries.
It was a fun experience. We also got to do 2 sessions with people.
Kim Duro was a social worker who discussed about abusive relationships and how you can tell if you are in an abusive relationship. We also had activities that we did to interact with one another. Another session I attended was with a counselor named Mike Myers, who discussed GRIT, which stands for Getting Along, Respect, Responsibility, Integrity, and Tenacity. He also did activities with us as well.
After that, we all went back to the auditorium to have the ending ceremony.
Then we all went to Panda Kitchen to eat. After we all ate, we went back to the campus to get a tour of the whole college. I asked Ms. Lumen, the sponsor of FCCLA, what she thought was most exciting about the conference, and she said she thinks that everybody seemed to have a good time and was learning. She finds FCCLA important to the school because it's another avenue to help the school, community, and family to get better. She likes being a sponsor because she likes seeing her members be successful. I'm also reporting for the new setup for the Parent-Teacher Conference. Ms. Serrata, the counselor of Canton Galva, said she thinks students will be more engaged in their learning process and their future, and more academic grades.
She also says other schools in the state of Kansas been using this format, and there's more parent attendance and student involvement.
She also says she'll see how the conference will go and then evaluate from there to see if they'll host another student-teacher conference set up like this again. I also asked Layla Frank, who is a sophomore at Canton Galva, what she thinks about the new setup. She says she doesn't think it's necessary because we're capable of learning about job interviews ourselves. She also says she thinks that it has the capability of helping the younger people but not the older people. Frank also likes the old way better for the parent-teacher conferences because with the old way we actually talked about our problems and didn't just talk about a job.
Good morning, I'm Blake coming to you from Canton Galva Junior Senior High, and I'm here to bring you an interview of cross-country coach and Jonah Sargent. The cross-country coach said that all of the meets went pretty good this year, but he was hoping that they would have went a little better. One of his athletes named Morgan won 5 races this year, but for the most part, everybody did good. Dawson, Layla, and Chase went to the regionals this year. Coach was excited for regionals and was anticipating to see whether or not the people did better this year than last. Leah almost won regionals, but was 42 seconds off. Jonah Sargent shed some light on most of our questions about senior night football. He said that senior night football is important for most seniors because it is their last time playing football at their home high school. The senior football players are David Van Houten, Dylan Wood, and Jonah Sargent.
Hello, I'm Shine Bemis of CG News. Our first subject, the ACTs. For those of you who don't know what the ACT is, it's a standardized exam that is used by colleges in their admissions process. Yes, the ACT assesses a student's college readiness in the subject areas of English, mathematics, reading, and science. I interviewed Ms. Rhoda, our school counselor who is in charge of monitoring the ACTs. Ms. Ross says that the most difficult part of the ACT is for students is not knowing what's on the test. She thinks that we could do well because our teachers prepare us very well. She has previous kids that have taken the ACT twice and actually recommends doing it twice.
The best times to take the ACTs, if you decide for two, is spring on junior year and fall of senior year.
My next subject is the upcoming musical. I interviewed Mr. Glover, one of the directors. He feels that they've done well so far with the musical coming up 15 days away. The theme of the musical is the start of a football team and a local motorcycle gang set in the 50s. His favorite part of the musical is watching the cast members figure out how to stage fight or fake fight. And he finds the hardest part of the musical is getting everyone for practice, as the schedules are busy.
Junior senior high school musical will be on Saturday, November 11th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.